Hi Leo, this is Paulette from Water Cherry Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your reading for the month of October. This is going to be the cat's eye spread. So this has to do with things that Spirit wants you to let go of, the reason why, and what's coming in afterwards. And so the cat's eye spread is supposed to give you like a deeper look at things. It could be anything personal, spiritual, or even relationship wise, but we'll see as we go what this has to do with, okay? But your oracle card that came out for you is recharge your destiny. And the stone or crystal that they're using there is the labradorite. Okay, and if you notice, see the candles right there in the bottom. I'm just gonna go off a little bit of what I'm feeling about this, and then we'll go into what the book talks about when it's concerning this particular card. So what I'm seeing so far myself is that underneath, the reason why I showed you the candles is because it reminds me of who you are, Leo. And you guys are very passionate people. When you guys are ignited and you're very much lit and you have things going for you, you guys are very passionate, very fiery. You guys just light up the room. You guys know exactly what you want. You're pursuers. Okay, you're just not the type to not really do anything or sit on your laurels. You just kind of you go. Okay, so I have a feeling that something has been going on in the month of October, either with a job, spiritually, personally, relationship wise, or anything. Something has been happening. Either your light has been dimming a little bit, or it's gone out. Okay, and that's the reason why this card came out, because it's saying recharge your destiny. So whatever it is that's been kind of like dimming your light a little bit, or has caused for things to just like disintegrate in some ways, all of a sudden there's going to be an opportunity coming in for you to regain your strength, recharge yourself, mind, body, and soul. Or there's going to be like a reignition to what is not working or what you lost your passion for. Okay, now if you notice right in the middle, it's right, that stone right there, that's what the labradorite is. If it's all the way whole and you look all the way around the stone or crystal, it really doesn't look like anything. It just looks like a regular rock. But once it's struck right between in the middle and it breaks in half, it absolutely looks beautiful on the inside. Okay, now what the book talks about when it's concerning this card, it says that there was a warrior who struck this stone, and they feel that because when they did that, all of a sudden they're the ones that created, not them, but the stone created the borealis lights in the sky. They feel like there is a lot of power that came from that stone once it was struck. Beauty came out of it. Everything they needed came out inside there. Okay, and it caused for there to be a change in the environment or anything in particular. And I'm feeling like I need to tell some of you guys that there's something that you need to do right now where you have to strike, either with your mouth, in action, or going towards something, or being open to things. Just having some sort of action to do or put forward to strike right in the middle of your situation, or whatever it is that right now is not looking the way it's supposed to, or it's putting you in a position where there's so much inside of you, Leo, that it's not coming forth because either you being blocked, or there's certain situations that are dimming your light again, or certain things that are just kind of keeping you down from actually showing the depths of who you are. And you're being called to something greater. You have the possibility to do amazing things. But right now, you have to take a look at whatever's going on that you need to let go of, and the reason for it, and what's going to happen afterwards if you decide to do that, what's going to come in for you, and how this going to align with you recharging and going back out there and doing what you need to do, and what Spirit feels is a destiny for you. What's going to be your your path coming towards you if you decide to move forward and strike. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. The reason why, no, not the reason, but what you should let go of. Sorry. So what you got is the Two of Candles, and you got the Ace of Lightning. For some of you guys, it could be a situation where the Spirit is saying that what you need to move away from is constant planning. If you're like a huge planner and you feel like you're not going to really make any moves in any kind of way, or you're like waiting for information to come in towards you, or you're waiting for communication to come in, you're just waiting on other people or other things or other situations or opportunities to come in for you, to go ahead and plan and move forward. And so I feel like right now in this month and the beginning of November, Spirit is saying that you have to be a little bit more of a risk taker, which is kind of like most fire signs. I feel like they really are, but there's something going on here where you're planning, or you're really looking out and trying to see where is the best place to go, what is the best choice to make, what path that you need to take on right now. And so you're waiting for information or knowledge, or just waiting for communication or something to come in towards you to kind of finalize you making a decision, or you moving forward, or you making plans. But Spirit is saying that you need to forget all of that, because all you really need is you. All you need is your own intuition. All you need is your own desires and passions to move you forward. You don't need to wait on anybody else at all. You don't need communication. It's just like go with your intuition, go with the flow, go with what you're feeling. If you think that it's time to go, it's time to go. But yeah, Spirit is telling you that this is the behavior you need to let go of. It could also be that there's people around you that keep planning things with you. And they say that they're going to come to you with information when things finally settle and things are set into place. And what's happening is that there might be a situation where they may be saying all of this, and they may be coming in with information or coming in with communication, but they're not following through on the plans. And so Spirit is telling you, let go of that. Let go of those type of people that always plan. And then all of a sudden new information comes in that they're not going to do it, or they're just still stagnant, still planning on things, or still waiting to make a choice. You don't need people like that. You need people that already know what to do and they just go. Okay? And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with planning, but I don't know why Spirit is saying there's something about planning here that you really need to walk away from. Okay? So you know your story. If it already doesn't resonate, then, this is not your reading. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the reason why what was said here needs to go. And it's because you have the King of Lightning and you have the King of Pumpkins. So let's say, for an example, you have a specific job that you have been placed at for a while. Your job is to sit in a cubicle and do paperwork, the same paperwork in and day out. It's the same thing. And it got to the place where, okay, there's more in you, Leo, than just pushing those papers. You probably had ideas, or have thought of ways to make your particular job better, how to get more clientele, or how to be more effective at your job than just pushing papers. And so you know that all of this creativity or ideas or passions that are inside of you, they haven't been, expressed or haven't been put out there for you to do. And so it's kind of like, that's why your light is dimming, or that's why you need to recharge. You need to be able to look at things a little bit differently and walk away from certain things, or leave like planning behind. Because if you're sitting there doing papers day in, day out, you're probably planning for an opportunity to do more at your job. or you're waiting for the right opportunity to actually do more. But there's something that you're waiting for. You're either waiting for communication from your boss, or you're waiting for a position to open. You're just waiting for something, to hear something, but the plan is there. But Spirit is saying that the reason why you need to leave that behind is because if you're pushing papers and you're doing all of that, there is a point where you're going to have to strike. Okay? And when you strike, all of a sudden, what you have already in you, Leo, the opportunity, the wisdom in knowing your business or your job, your creativity, your ideas can really help your company. All it has to take is for you to strike, for all of that to come out, and for you to have an opportunity to be able to be used in that way, and for you to light up again. Okay? And so you have to take that moment, stop planning, stop waiting for communication or for whoever to come in, and go tell your boss, be like, hey, you know what? I actually been thinking for a while that I need to move forward from what I'm doing right now. I know I haven't heard anything about a position opening, but is it possible if I can actually either transfer into this specific department, or can I give you guys ideas, because I'm really good at this and I want to do more than what I'm doing right now in my cubicle. The more you talk, the more you say things and you strike, there is a possibility of growth here. The reason for you not to just sit there and plan and wait to hear or wait for information to come in is because Spirit is pushing you out of what you're doing, and they want you to believe that whatever's in the depths of you is enough to get towards your destiny. For some of you, it could be a brand new position. It could be a new job. It could be being in a new department where you feel you're going to do more, and you're going to be able to use, your talents or your gifts to do whatever that is. For others of you, it could be that maybe you've been waiting on somebody in a relationship to move things forward, or to move into the next step, but nothing has been happening. And so you've been holding on and planning with this person, planning and waiting for them to say something or do something. But Spirit is like, you need to leave that behind, because what's coming in is that you have something that's very stable. You have something that's going to grow. Something's going to meet up to your demands or what you've been desiring and wanting, that's going to be part of your destiny. Somebody that's coming in that knows how to communicate effectively, is not going to have you sitting here waiting. All it takes is for you to say something and to strike. So if you end up talking to somebody that you have been dating or been in engagement with this person for a long period of time and nothing's been happening, if you open your mouth and say something, what could probably happen is this person understands where you're coming from, and they see that you are in that place where you're not going to wait, and you're ready to take that risk to move forward with or without them. All of a sudden, here they are thinking about the whole thing, and they understand that there's growth with you, and so there's going to be a change in what they're doing, and all of a sudden you're going to be in your destiny with this person. Now, it could also be that you may talk to this person and tell them how you've been feeling, and then all of a sudden they don't do anything, and you get sick and tired of that. And the thing is that the reason why he's telling you to move away from this type of person is because the person that you have coming in for you, if you leave the door open to that, is somebody that's going to be able to see you for who you are. They can see that there is opportunity here for a very stable relationship with you. They see that, because that's what a King of Swords is all about. They're the types that they actually look at things, they analyze stuff, they weigh things out before they make a decision, and once they make that decision, it is final. That's it. But look at how high vibrational they are. They're in the king. And the king status. You got King of Lightning and King of Pumpkin. Now, it could also be for some of you that if you decide to take a risk and put yourself out there again and start dating and being open and understanding to who you are as a person, you are more than capable of just being dateable. You're a person that's willing to get into a relationship and being able to thrive with that person and grow with each other. You can add a lot of depth into their lives in a way that they never had with anybody else. There's a lot of stuff stored inside of you, Leo, that you can bring out amazing things in a relationship, at work, in any area of your life. Maybe this is even personal, where some of you may be just kind of contemplating, my life is not going anywhere, where I don't know what to do. I'm just like sitting here. I don't have a whole lot going on. But the thing is, Spirit is telling you loud and clear, Leo, there's so much inside of you that you need to be vulnerable enough to open up, strike, and let everything that is you out. It's going to give you the opportunity to be a stronger person, to do a whole lot more, and to be able to gain stability and more opportunities in your life. Okay? So hopefully that kind of made sense. So if you decide to follow this, okay, and you move on from this type of situations, people, or certain behaviors of waiting, this is what's going to happen. You ended up getting the Six of Pentacles, and you also got the Emperor. So what's going on here is that you're going to attract, after letting all this stuff go here, you're going to not only attract an amazing opportunity in whatever it is, and it's going to give you either great finances, a raise, or an opportunity to do more and be more stable, be more creative, whatever it is. It's going to attract other people that all of a sudden, when they see what's really in you, they're going to want to invest in you, and they're going to want an equal give and take with you. And the thing is, they're going to be very adamant about that, because the Emperor does not play. They do not waste your time with people. If that person's not in alignment with them, if they're not on the same path as them, if they don't offer what they're looking for, they're not going anywhere near that person. They don't even waste time. Emperors are not like that. They only deal with the very highest of the highest of people, and that is it. They don't play around. Okay, so whoever this is that you end up attracting, like I told you, if you're dealing with a person back here who kept just saying that they're gonna take this relationship further, and they'll let you know when it was gonna happen, and you guys keep dating, and it's not going anywhere, and all of a sudden you say something. If you let them know and help them realize that you understand that you're worth more than just sitting here waiting, and that you are willing to cut them off to find something that's more stable and has more stability, either they man up and they realize that they need to have this equal give and take with you, and they're willing to take control of this relationship to give you what you want. And if it's not that, and you tell them and they're out of the picture, the person that you're going to draw in is someone that sees you for who you are, somebody who's valuable, somebody who's on the very tippity top. You're the best of the best in a relationship, and they're not trying to play with you. They're just going to go ahead and try to invest in you, and then they're going to want you to give back to them as well. It's going to be an equal thing, and they're going to definitely take control of the relationship. They're going to guide it. They're going to take care of it. And they're going to, really be involved with you. And so what I ended up getting for the outcome, you got the Three of Pumpkins. So this is a coming together. And you got the Tower. So there's going to be a major shift here. With transformation, look at that. Once you strike, Leo, on whatever this is, you know what your story is. Once you strike, either by saying something, doing something in action, just stepping out and being more vulnerable, once you strike, all of a sudden, you're going to let go of all of this. And all of a sudden, all of this is going to come in for you. This somebody who's willing, either a person, people, a job, a new boss, whoever it is, they're going to see what your value is because you decided to strike and show what's in you. And once that happens, you're going to be happy with letting whatever's in you out in whatever form of situation this is. And you're going to feel a whole lot happier that all of a sudden you're going to be reignited. And then it's going to give you that opportunity to unite with other people who are like minds with you, who are willing to invest in you, and you're willing to do the same thing back with them. And then it's going to just change things for you. And all of a sudden you're going to gain clarity. And everything that wasn't giving you that wasn't part of your destiny, is going to fall apart and fade away. And it's going to bring in transformation into your life. It's going to bring a change definitely within you, what you're capable of doing. It's going to give you a better relationship if that's what needs to happen, or it may change the person. But all in all, once you do your part and strike, everything in that you need in your life, part of your destiny, is all of a sudden, it's going to come in, and it's going to continue to push you forward into what you want. And you're going to have an amazing transformation, an amazing attraction of other people coming in towards you. And it's definitely going to make everything else fade away. So hopefully this makes sense to my Leos. If it did, please like and subscribe.